Hello, campers! Tonight, we're going to take a trip all around the world. It's all about the world! We're not going around the world, we're just going around the valley. But tonight, it's all about the world we live in. We're going to get a progress report, see what is happening, because I want answers. Let's go! Cheap Trick, what do you got to say for yourself? You're on top of the world. Just like you. You're on top of the world. You can't get any higher tonight. You're on top of the world. Top of the world. Any higher than the world tonight. We're on top of it. I like the way that feels. You woman of the world, you. Come on, Aerosmith. Talk to these girls. Tell them they're on top of the world. Well, she's a woman of the world. God, you know it. Nothing you can do, knowing you can try to change it. She's not gone my road. Yeah, you got trouble. That's so hard to please her. She's not gone. Now you what they gonna do? Here tonight. What is the latest news from 10 years after? Well, that would be news from 10 years ago. I wanted current news. And when you listen to a song like this, you can't help but change. Is going to tell us about the state of affairs in our world. That's Dionne Warwick. And there's enough to go around, so just let it flow. Thank you, Dionne. That was a good, uplifting news report. What other news of the world do we have? Powerman 5000. Well, what happens when worlds collide? Tell me, Powerman. What's going on? For total control. You ready to go? I'm ready to go now. So who else is going to give us some good news? Black Sabbath. What's your world news report, Black Sabbath? They say the world is wicked. In the world, but that's not all there is. We just got to get rid of that wicked part. Unless it's wicked guitar playing, because that I can live with. What other world perspective do we have? The world perspective of war. No, not that kind of war. I'm talking about musical war. I'm talking about a great band called WAR. They say the world is a ghetto. We are changing that. We are definitely going to change that. But this is a wonderful song, and I'm playing it to remind us of what kind of things need changing right here. Looking at the sky, Astoria. Don't you know that's true? That for me and for you, the world is a ghetto. Wonder when I'll find the world is not going to be a ghetto anymore. We'll find happiness in this wild world. But that's not a bad thing. Because there's wildness. There's a wild streak that runs through you. That will help make things happen. It depends how you look at it. I'm telling you, look at things from a different perspective. We got all these different worldviews here in song tonight. Who's going to help us look at it from a Canadian perspective? The Guess Who? The Guess Who says they got a song called Hand Me Down World. And let's see what that means when you're up in Canada. They're up there, way north, and they're handing it down. Everybody here, see the love. Don't give me no hand me down. Don't give me no hand me down love. Hand me down world. Got one already. They won't hand it down to him. They didn't hand it down to you because they're already up north. Now, can you guess who we're putting on next? Chicago. What does the world look like when you are in Chicago? What's your favorite color? Not a very colorful piano part. You will never wait too long. Tell me your favorite color. Love you. And now, our moments together. Color my world. I don't know what color is used. The album cover is very sort of neutral gray, colored very gray. I don't like that. I like more big, bright colors. I like very bright colors. Here's a band that's very colorful, very vibrant colors. Hey, that's something vibrant colors in the world. Together for a special day, special world turning day. Hermits doesn't sound like they get out into the world very much. What do they have to say from their limited perspective? They get kind of hush in their world. Well, that's because they're hermits. All over the world, everybody else. So listen very carefully to see what I mean. Herman's going to hush as we move on to the next song. But now we're going to unhush and listen to the world turning. The world is going to turn in a very musical way. Everybody turn in. Say what's right. Turn in. Turn in. Who's to say what's right? Tears for Fears. Oh, you knew we had to do this one. Everybody wants to rule the world. Do they? Does everybody? How about if we all rule it together? Let's dry their tears and alleviate their fears. Hand in hand, ruin it all together. Especially when you got Manowar with you, because they're fully armored and they're there to protect us. Oh, you better believe they are. You're a soldier from all around the world. We can fight together. And here we are again. We can take on the world! so we can take the world and make it what we want it to be. R.E.M. R.E.M. Rapid Eye Movement. That's what that means. Did you not know? Well, you do now. What's that got to do with the world? Well, we had to do this one. It's the end of the world as we know it. Yes, it is. There's no denying that fact. But that's not a bad thing. That just means we're going to take on the world and make it the good thing that we want it to be. So at the end of all that other stuff, mark my words, it's the end of all that other stuff. What's coming next? It's something that I'm not sure R.E.M. knows, but I know they're glad about it. I think so, if I remember the lyrics.
That's great. It starts with an error. Hey, G my team reports back at time 7 o'clock. Look at that. It's the end of the world. And nowhere to lead. I feel fine.
I feel so fine about it. It's not all the grief. Trust me. You just trust me on this. Just let it go. It's the end of that world as we have known it. And what's coming up next? Well, I feel fine about my rapid eye movement. Rapidly moving on to the final song of the night. Because see, my eye can rapidly read the name of the final song of the night. What's it going to be? Oh, who's going to give us some good news about the world and the end of it being not such a bad thing? And is from Prima. Who better to give you good news about what's coming?
I got the world on a string, and I'm sitting on a rainbow. What a world, what a life. Ooh, I'm in love. Lucky me, lucky me, lucky me, lucky me. Life is a wonderful thing.
That's a wonderful thing. What I'm talking about.
Boy, you gotta have a little sing.
Yeah, I know about that. Sing. And it's a wonderful thing. And we are going to feel fine about it. I promise you. The world is on a string and you're holding on to it. So let's just keep this party going. And then that other party's going to end. And then a new party's going to begin. And you're holding the string. That keeps it turning. So I will turn with you tomorrow and I will rapidly move my eyes. I just know that I love you and I like the way the world is turning because it makes me feel good. It's on the string, baby. Let's get back to the action with Prima because he's in love with you. Everybody as much as I am.
Oh, you gotta come up with that zing sound.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got to sing.
Boy, if you could only find that thing.
Oh, my
We could play ting-a-ling. I got the string
around my finger.